Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Musalia Mudavadi has proved to be a hypocrite. The move that he made to launch the office of the spouse of the Prime Cabinet Secretary was hypocritical. Why am I saying so? I remember during campaigns, Musalia Mudavadi kept attacking Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, telling Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta that you are all about creating positions for people. But the government that we are going to form will be all about creating jobs for these people. By these people, he was referring to as the hustlers. In the event that Musalia Mudavadi convened, and I think he was the chief guest, in that event that was attended by probably the public, investors and business people, Musalia Mudavadi made comments or made remarks which were shocking, and he called for the formation of literally all offices for the spouses of the any leader. That's, for example, the office of the spouse of Attorney General, the office of the spouse of National Speaker, that is Wetangula, the office of the spouse of Senate Speaker Kingi, the office of the spouse of Minister X, the office of the spouse of Governor X. I mean, this is setting a very, very bad precedence. And that explains the reason why William Samoei Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, the first and the second ladies, never showed up for that launch. So the question is, if this was a position recognized by the executive or by the government, why did they skip such a very important event?
The office will use to champion the causes of her office. I chose this name because I recognize that positive collaboration and participation in charitable causes are critical components of any successful effort to create meaningful social change.
The spouses of political leaders have always been relegated to one corner and told that you should only appear when there's a ceremony, and appear and say nothing, and appear and do nothing. Now we are living in a world where that cannot work anymore. We have to go in the right direction, and the right direction is to work with our partners, to work with the family, so that we can also remove this veil.
Musalia Mudavadi is setting a very bad precedence by calling for a formation of offices of the spouses of literally all leaders. What if someone is in a polygamous family? How many such offices will be created? That's a question I leave to you, ladies and gentlemen. But let's approach this narrative this way. If the first and the second first lady and the second ladies, both of them women, and then the office of the spouse of the Prime Cabinet Secretary is a male, how will that play? Is the male going to assist the first and the second ladies? Margaret Kenyatta performed exemplary as a first lady of this nation. And that's the reason why we have the Beyond Zero campaign. You know what Beyond Zero stands for? And Margaret Kenyatta did not require an assistant to perform that. Because, I mean, what's the need of having, like, let's say, for example, the first lady needs to be assisted by the second lady. The second lady needs to be assisted, the first lady needs to be assisted by the second lady. The second lady and the first lady, both of them need to be assisted by the office of the spouse of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. What are they doing? That is why we find this issue of Mudavadi being hypocritical. And that explains why the RUTO, GACHAGUA, and the first and second ladies skipped that event. Because the event was not, because that office was literally not for the government. It was probably an office that Musalia Mudavadi created for maybe like someone like a personal assistant, and then that personal assistant office he gives his wife. Ladies and gentlemen, are you in agreement with what Musalia Mudavadi has done? Can you share what your opinions are below the comment section? We'd like to hear what's your take regarding this matter. Once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.